Creep in the corner.
All right, everybody. This is Off the Bench podcast live with yours truly, Commissioner Filson. And tonight I have a very special guest with me here. Is Football Fred, if you will.
Greetings, everyone.
Yeah, so tonight we will be discussing tonight's Thursday night matchup first. So, Football Fred, if you want to join in first.
Tonight's matchup used to be an old AFC West classic. We have the Denver Broncos versus the Raiders. It's awesome. So, I got a couple of prop bets for you guys. First touchdown bets. I have 3. The Broncos defense is plus 2,200. Bo Nix is plus 1,600. And Tyler Lockett is plus 5,000. 5-1. I love that. And here's why. The Raiders just traded away Jacoby Myers. Lockett and Geno played together in Seattle. So that kind of makes sense. They've got a connection. So I love that 5-1 action on that bet.
Right. Yeah, I as well love. I usually don't post for Thursday night bets because, let's just be honest, they're awful. I don't like them at all. I hate Thursday night matchups. But with this being, like Football Fred said here, a old school AFC West rivalry, I went ahead and did a 3-leg parlay bet or same game parlay bet here for me. So I took the under 42.5 because rivalry games seem to be closer than what is always expected. Because tonight's game is 8 minus 8.5. The Broncos are giving 8.5. So I like that matchup to be closer than expected. So I took the under at 42.5. Also, I have Bo Nix plus 1 passing touchdown. And I have Geno Smith to throw a pick. He has been awful this year. I mean, absolutely atrocious. So you didn't really expect that from him at all this year because he's used to playing with Pete Carroll. He knows his system. So it really surprised me of how awful he's been all year. But that's what I got. And $10 will get you at least 35 betting odds.
So one more thing about tonight's game and the Raiders is you've got Kenny Stabler, who is a Raider legend, an Alabama legend, and quite the party animal. He was once quoted as saying, "There's nothing wrong with reading the game plan by the light of a jukebox." Well said, Kenny. Well said.
All right. So we've covered that. Now we want to dive into some fantasy football for the first time, with doing this. So, Football Fred.
Yeah. I just got one little simple start of the week. And for me, it's Caleb Williams. They play the woeful Giants. Their defense is horrible. Caleb's coming off a game where he looked really, really good. He finally looked like the number 1 pick. And they hung 47 points up last week. They're Chicago. The team total in this game is 26.5. That's a high total for a single team. The game total is at 46.5. So Vegas thinks they're going to score some points. I do too. I like Caleb to build on that performance from last week and really perform well.
Good pick, not a bad. He's actually been playing really well. That's just because of Ben Johnson. New head coach out there in Chicago. You knew as well as anybody did what he can do with the offense. So there's no surprise there. For me, for my pick, I like Dalton Kincaid against Miami. Look, I know it's a divisional game, but Miami is trash. They are garbage this year. So I expect Kincaid to go off against Miami this weekend. He's projected to get 11.40. I expect him to get at least 15 to 20 in that range. So watch for him to go off.
I like that. I like that pick a lot. We're going to go into some college football Saturday.
So now let's turn our focus to some college football, shall we?
Okay, I got 3 picks for you guys. First pick is I've got Iowa getting 6.5 at home versus Oregon. I love a home dog. Always do, always will. And I think Oregon is going to be exposed that they're really not quite the top 10 team that everybody thinks they are. Therefore, it's going to look like Indiana's victory over them is going to look kind of weak. The Big Ten is horrible. Okay, the next pick is I've got Auburn getting 6.5 at Vandy. Yeah. And the reason is I think Florida got this last week. They got that new coach bump, that interim coach bump, and they played their asses off against Georgia.
Yeah, they did. That was probably going to be their best performance game of the whole year.
Yep. So I think Auburn can hang within this 6.5 points at Vandy because they're going to get that bump too.
Mm-hmm.
So long, Hugh Freeze.
Yeah, good riddance.
The last game is one that me and the commissioner are going to disagree on. I like the Gators giving 3 at Kentucky simply because I think that new coach bump is going to ride over, and they're more talented than Kentucky. They got to put it together.
Yeah, I have Kentucky +3 in the points here to at least cover, and that might be saying a lot, but I do believe they're playing at home, and with their performance against Auburn last week, it can roll into this week, and they could probably upset Florida here with what they did against Auburn. I know it's not saying much with Auburn, but yeah, give me Kentucky +3.
All right. Well, good to have disagreement.
Mm-hmm.
Civil. We're not choking each other out. Well, that's all I have tonight.
Did you have Auburn and Vandy?
Yeah, I talked about it.
Oh, you did already?
Yeah. They're getting the new coach.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Well, look at me. Okay. So another game that I really, not a lot of people may not be talking about this, but College Game Day is going to be there, and it's BYU against Texas Tech. And surprisingly, BYU is undefeated. They've had some good quality wins. I look for them to stay into Texas Tech because right now the line is 10.5.
It dropped to 10 later.
Dropped
today.
to 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I think I like BYU to cover in that game.
I'll take the other side of that all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Go Red Raiders.
Guns blazing. All right. Well, is there anything else you would like to?
Well, I want to thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It was nice being here, and maybe I can be on here again and hold me to my feet on my predictions. Hold me to the fire.
Hey, for once, we actually have some live chats going on here. So this one from at Justin Collier 5910, his comment is any tips on trading for fantasy football?
Yeah, the biggest tip, the biggest thing, the trade has to make sense for both parties. You can't, if a guy's loaded at receiver and you want to trade him a receiver, he doesn't need one if he's got 4 great ones, which I happen to do in your league. Thanks for the question, Justin.
Yeah, excellent. Great. Love to see it. See, the casual Christian one says F Auburn. I would have to very agree with that.
I agree with that sentiment. I just think
that.
They cover the 6.5.
Yeah, possibly. what is the going on? Anyways,
I can't read any of that. I'm blind as a bat.
Yeah, I'm trying to read all of these. This is great. Anyways, so fantasy football Fred, mind you. It was glad to have you on as a first guest on the Commissioner Filson's Off the Bench podcast.
Thank you.
And I look forward to having many more conversations with whoever comes on.
When y'all are watching the game tonight, lift a cold one up for old Kenny Stabler. God rest his soul. And the Raiders!
This is Commissioner Filson signing off. Y'all have a good night.